being clear at the start of whether it's coaching or personal change or workshop, learning, projects, whatever it might be, is just thinking about your direction. Is one thing I've thought about recently is I've also always thought I'm coaching someone to be on versus off, like the on switch, to have more of something, you know, more leadership skills, communication skills, influencing skills, whatever else it might be. And it's just a default we fall into to turn something on, but also think about what perhaps we need to turn off. And what do we need to turn off in order to turn something on? You know, if it was around energy, you've only got so much energy. If you can turn stuff on, great. Well, what are you going to turn off? What are you going to do less of? Stop doing? So it's a really nice approach to think about the on and off switch. And the reason I mention this is, you know, I've said it before, we weren't built with off switches, we were built with on switches. You know, okay, when we get absolutely knackered, we get ill, we go into protection mode versus growth mode. Obviously, we do sleep, we have to sleep. But the idea is, obviously in today's environment, when you get one of these things, you know, and everything else, that off switch is sometimes hard to find, and, you know, we didn't build it. And the reason I mention that is, in the last year or so, I've actually started to coach high performers, which is brilliant. You know, okay, I use the word loosely, but people who are in high performing roles. And my default really is more about on. What I've noticed, actually, they need to have an off switch that would coach, and not me. I've had someone come to me and say, you know, by the time I get home at night to my friends or family, whatever, I'm useless. I've just been on all day. I need to turn it off before I get there so I can be on when I get there. So it's a strange thing, it's counterintuitive. It's probably not going to sell a coaching program when someone says, I just want to, you know, find an off switch to my on switch, because we want more, we want, you know, stick more energy into the system, the person, and go, project 1, 2, 3, whatever else it might be. But I do think it's thinking about that. Therefore, when you're on, what do you want? When you're off, you know, what don't you want? But just think about what is that direction. And it's not going to be like literally a light switch. You know, it's not binary. It's like when you press slowly down a light switch, it'll turn on or off, you know. The idea being, if you've got a mix of your approach, your performance, personal development, coaching goals, whatever else might be, is on, and some off stuff as well.